Okay, so I wanted to shoot this video just for two reasons. I wanted to highlight my new grill, this new Napoleon Phantom Prestige 500 that I just got about 2 days ago. But the other thing that I wanted to do was kind of highlight the differences between the Napoleon and the Weber that it's replacing. These two are very similar grills. They're very similar in size. They both have 4 main burners in the body of the grill. On the Weber, there's 3 main burners and then a separate sear station burner over on the left there in the middle. You can kind of see that there. That's used to sear steaks, you know, so it is 4 burners, but they're kind of, 3 of them are crowded over to the left side, where the Napoleon has 4 burners that are evenly spaced across the main body of the grill. There are several other differences between these two, but I just kind of wanted to highlight because these two brands, in my opinion, Napoleon and Weber, these are both, you know, very much competitors of one another, and they're similarly priced. This particular Weber that I have here, I've had for a little over 10 years, so I don't even know if this exact model is sold anymore. It's a Weber Genesis. It does have a second a side burner to it, you can see here. And I know you can't tell because they're so dirty, but I did a year or two ago upgrade the grill grates and the flavorizer bars to stainless steel. So like I said, I know you can't tell, that's they don't look like it, but those are actually stainless steel. But this particular model, the closest thing that I can see that's sold right now would be somewhere in about the $1,400 range, I believe. Again, don't quote me on that because I'm not 100% sure. But this has been an excellent grill. You know, Weber makes great products, and it served me well. The only issue that I have with the Weber, and the main reason that I replaced it, is their igniter system sucks. I can't stand the Weber igniters. I don't know if they're still using the same system. I'm hoping they finally replaced this electronic ignition with a battery that you push in and it is supposed to light. I have had trouble with these things for years. You can replace them. You can buy new igniter systems and, you know, go in and rewire everything and replace the module, and I've done that on this one, and they just continue to fail. I just think it's a poor system. I don't like it. The main thing that I really like about this new Phantom series, now the Napoleon Prestige 500 line of grills, you know, they make an all stainless version, but the Phantom version that I have here, the matte black, everything's blacked out. This is kind of a limited edition that they recently came out with. I think it's only been out for about 2 years. As I'm filming this is the very end of September of 2023, and I think these things came out in maybe 2020. I'm not positive. I know when they first came out, they were really hard to get a hold of. You know, there weren't that many available. Now you can get them lots of places. But anyways, on this one of the things that I absolutely love about it, and what sold me on it, was their ignition system. Instead of using an electronic ignition for the 4 main burners, they use, I guess it's like a piezo system, where you can hear that it clicks when you turn it. So it's much more reliable in my opinion. Plus, the other main difference is on the Weber, the ignition system is separate for each burner. So when you press this button, there's actually an igniter that fires for each one of the 4 burners. And that's it. So if that electrode or that wire going to this burner over here, if it fails, there's no way to get that burner lit, unless you use you know, a match or a lighter or, you know, something to get that lit. One thing that Napoleon has done that I think is brilliant is there's actually a bar channel that runs across the back that connects all 4 burners. So if one goes out for some reason, or let's say the igniter would fail on this one, as long as I can get at least one of them lit, they're all going to light because they're interconnected through this channel that runs across the back. So I just think that's great, and that's the main reason I did this. Now, some of the other obvious differences between the Weber And the Napoleon, on this particular one, the Phantom, is, you know, it's upgraded. They give you, you know, a fantastic warming rack that's got a space for, you know, all kinds of food, baked potatoes, whatever. These little holes can be used for, you know, stuffed peppers, jalapeno poppers, mushrooms, whatever. These little slots you can use to hang drumsticks. You know, there's all kinds of stuff. So that's kind of cool. And you can also see another difference is this one does have a rotisserie burner, and it did also come with the rotisserie kit. Now I don't have that out here for filming, but I'm sure if you're watching this video you're very familiar with what a rotisserie kit is and what they look like. Another obvious upgrade on the Phantom series are these grates, and this was one of the main reasons I wanted to get this particular model. These are cast stainless grill grates. And that's pretty amazing when you think about what it takes to put the, I mean, these things are heavy, a lot heavier than I thought. Sorry, getting the cord to my mic in the video. These things weigh a lot more. I mean, whatever you think they're gonna weigh, it's twice that. And it also comes with stainless steel flavorizer bars across the bottom. So that's all an upgrade from the regular Prestige 500. And then this also has a sear station with an infrared burner over here. This thing gets ridiculously hot. I think it's something like 1400 or 2000 degrees or some, I forget what the exact number is. But the grill grate for this is also the cast stainless, so it's been upgraded as well. So again, that was one of the reasons that I wanted to go with the Phantom series, the matte black version. There's also a practical reason that I like the matte black. Where I have my grill position normally here on this deck, in the evening, the sun is directly behind me and is shining directly on the grill. And if I had a stainless steel grill out here, it would be blinding, the sun bouncing off of that. On this Weber, just these stainless steel side shelves have done that. When I'm out here in the evening and the sun's, you know, full force blaring down on me, it's very blinding to have that. So I wanted to go with the matte black for that reason also. The other thing that I wanted to point out, and I know this is going to sound kind of insignificant, but it does matter, and it does make a difference. My wife does use the grill occasionally. I use it more than she does, but she'll come out and grill salmon and different things. She's only 5 foot tall. Now, these two grills are very similar. Like I said, they're similar sized. They both have a very similar cooking surface. The Weber is a little more square. The Napoleon's a little bit more oblong, but they're within, I think, 2 square inches of cooking surface. So they're very similar. But if you notice here on the Weber, the lid is actually hinged on the back, which means when you lift this, you're lifting the full weight of this lid. And it's heavy. I mean, there's a little bit of weight to it, and it goes up fairly high. With my wife being as short as she is, for her to stand in front of this grill and reach that bar, she's literally almost on her tiptoes, leaning over a hot grill to open and close that lid. Where on the Napoleon, they've done kind of a roll top, which you can see the difference. It's a very low lift, and because it's hinged in a different place, you're barely lifting any weight. It's way much easier to lift that lid up. And I don't know if you can see here, but there's a pretty decent difference in the height of what you have to reach to open and close these lids. A couple other things I'm trying to highlight, some differences. The overall construction, the build quality of these products is very similar. The Weber has a nice solid cart, you know, everything's put together well. Like I said, this grill's 10 years old. You can see that it's holding up pretty well. The Napoleon, same thing, you know, everything feels solid, everything. Now, the versions that I have, you can see, are both natural gas. I have a quick connect back here for natural gas, so I don't have to keep propane bottles. This same grill is available, obviously, in liquid propane, so you can use bottles, but mine are natural gas. But anyways, yeah, I just wanted to kind of show this video real quick before I use the Napoleon. Obviously, I haven't cooked on it yet because it will never look this good again. We all know that the grills are nice and shiny in the store, and then as soon as you cook on them, you know, everything's black and hard to get clean again. So I'm going to be doing it today. We're going to be cooking on it this evening, but I'll probably post a follow-up at some point after I've actually used it just to let you know what my experience has been. But I just kind of wanted to highlight a few of the differences and comparisons between the Weber product. I'm excited about the Napoleon. I like the igniter system way better. The lid is going to be much more friendly for my 5-foot-tall wife to use. And, you know, it's just got the extra feature with the rotisserie burner and the sear station on the side. So there are a few differences, but they're also very similar. Anyways, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Thanks.